Hello there, dear goddess, and welcome to Thankful to Thrive Thursday. I have to confess, I almost spaced this. I started stitching alterations for my Indian goddess wear that came, which I'm pretty okay at hand stitching things. I recently hand stitched a full ottoman cover. I'll have to show you. It ended up being not exactly the shade of green that I wanted. However, it does represent emerald green, the color of my birthstone. So, yeah, but oh my goodness, just wait until you see the videos that I have coming out. My new Indian goddess wear, trying on my first ever sari. Attempting to wrap that. Yeah, that's fun. I have definitely more practice to do. It has been such a crazy adventure, this ride, huh? This human university education we've all signed up for. I've learned a hell of a lot, right? See? Because it's an adventure. It's an adventure for our soul, goddess. It's an adventure for our soul. This is how we shift from that surviving into thriving. It's in changing that perspective to recognize that, wait a minute, I did choose this. I chose to be here, and I came here to have fun. I didn't come here to allow the dense energies of this realm to bury me, okay? I didn't come here to sacrifice my happiness for whatever outside of me, to recognize that happiness is something inside me. And again, I get to choose this experience. I get to choose to see this as an adventure or a prison sentence. Yeah, because that is exactly what my mean girl in my mind has shared this akin to, having been feeling so trapped for so long in abusive relationships, in drug addictions, in, just really not good mental places at all. And that's it. It's realizing that if we feel like we are in a prison within ourselves, then it's going to feel like we are in a prison physically. And it's because we are creating that imprisonment within ourselves. We are the ones that are creating our experience here. Goddess. For real. If you want to shift into thriving, you've got to begin to allow yourself to thrive. Okay? To let go of the heavy, serious shit, because it's not going to matter in a year or 10 years. We are creating this moment. This moment is the moment of adventure. Right now. Right now. Let's see what this one was. It jumped out. Oh, yeah. And past lives, for sure, past lives. We've been here before. We've come here multiple times on this ride, this merry-go-round of 3D planet Earth here. Okay? We just forget when we incarnate here every single time. And so it seems like, why does this feel like I've done it before? Why does it feel so heavy and cumbersome and burdensome? And it's because your soul is tired. And that's why, really, truly, when we, again, shift our perspective from surviving into thriving, we can even look at this last year. And I, of course, own that I very much have fallen into the dense space of fear and anger and frustration and just having no patience for such a level of acquiescence of power because of what I've been through. But at the same time, it was going through what I went through that was preparing me for now, preparing me for this life. And I've no doubt you the same. But you've got to get out of your own way and allow yourself to see that you are so much more than this life. You are so much more than this flesh, blood, and bone. You're so much more than the skin that you're in. This is just but a fraction of who and what you truly are and the power that you really, truly possess. And that greatest power is in controlling your mind, your state of being, keeping your attention to where you're amplifying the good in this experience, where you are allowing yourself to see this as an adventure, to say that, well, really, truly, this too shall pass. We're just passing through. And I'm tired of being too fucking serious. I'm tired of being afraid. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of feeling like shit. I want to be happy. I choose joy. I choose happiness. I choose excitement. I choose adventure. And that adventure includes the adventure of going within yourself and doing that work on yourself, discovering yourself. I mean, what an adventure, for real, right? For real, goddess, to really be coming back home to yourself, especially as a twin flame traveler. Believe me when I tell you, the only way to union with your twin is to come home to union within. And I will continue to say that perpetually. The twin flame journey is with certainty, a self-love empowerment journey. It is about coming back home to the innocence of you before you were so corrupted with beliefs telling you that you weren't good enough, that money doesn't grow on trees, that you could only make it so far in life, that twin flames are crazy and woo-woo and you shouldn't believe in that. But yet go back to that inner child. See her inside you. Let her have fun. Be that mother to yourself and allow yourself to play. Allow yourself to imagine a world exactly as you'd like it to be. Allow yourself to daydream and create for yourself this vision that just lights you up and makes you so giddy and feels so good, just like that little schoolgirl. Buy a new dress. I'll tell you something, goddess. There are some gorgeous, gorgeous clothes that are so affordable, stunning. You'll feel like a goddess. I assure you, it is what I call my goddess wear. And I'm so excited. I was wearing some today, and those are Indian saris. Even the salwar kameez, which is a pantsuit. Oh my goodness. You wait until you see my first attempt at putting the whole sari wrap on. I didn't quite make it to the completed, but I got halfway through or thereabouts. And no matter what, I was having fun. I was playing. I was recognizing that I was doing something I'd never done before, and that to expect myself to be perfect right out the gate was just setting me up for failure. But instead, to allow myself to see it as an adventure, as a learning experience, and to really listen to myself when I reach that point of saying, oh, I know when that inner child in me gets flustered, when she gets frustrated, then she doesn't want to even do it anymore. She gets upset with what it is. And I have been known to get destructive with certain things. If I was working on a project of mine, something creative, and it didn't work out how I wanted it to, I would just tear it up. And my fellow artists out there, you know this, right? We have those times until we learn to surrender. We learn to surrender to the creation process. And that is really, truly that child space of just saying, okay, so, okay, right now, no, right? And being okay with just going with the flow. And so for me, though, I've learned that when I hit a certain point, instead of forcing it, and making it like it's some big, serious issue, something big that I have to do right this second, because I did not need to figure out how to perfectly put this sari wrap on now, today, this second. I could take it step by step. And so I held that space for myself when I reached that point where I was just going, okay, now I'm just totally overthinking, and I know I'm reaching that point. So listen to yourself, dear goddess. Tune in to yourself. And this is the best way to do this is through those innocent eyes. To not be so judgmental of yourself, to hold that space, because then you're going to be that much more sensitive to your state of being. You're going to be able to recognize, just as I do and did very much today with this whole out of my comfort zone. And I recorded it. Like I said, the video's coming. You'll get 2 parts this Friday and Saturday. And it was just that space of, okay, I've reached my limit. I have to stop. I have to let this marinate. I need to watch the videos a couple more times and kind of get it, switched around in my mind, because I'm viewing it like a mirror, right? But to allow myself and give myself that space, so I wasn't being so hard on myself. And as a result, I'm really excited to, go back to it tomorrow. I took a few pictures and, I had some fun. And here I am feeling good, ready to be, working on stitching and just ready to relax. I got my bio turned in. Oh my gosh, exactly what I was just saying. Imagination. Use your imagination, dear goddess. Allow yourself. Allow yourself. Okay? Allow yourself to feel good. To visualize, to believe, to know that this is already whatever vision. Oh, sorry there, dear goddess. Whatever vision that we have, that you desire, union with your twin, be embodying that. Be imagining what this life is like, what you desire this experience to be, because you are creating it. We all are right now. And the more we give our attention to the negative, to the darkness, the more it feeds into that. We've got to be pivoting and raising our vibration as high as we can. And that means to pivot our focus, our attention, because where our focus goes, our energy flows. All right. What are you feeding? Because what you feed is what grows also. Okay. So really begin to take that power back from that survival mentality to thriving mentality by really allowing yourself to imagine whatever fairy tale. And when I say fairy tale, I mean whatever happy ending of whatever life you desire to be creating yourself. And do not allow the limitations of your mind to say, oh, well, how is that going to happen? Well, that part of you is not invited to this party, so just don't let her know that you're having the party, okay? So allow yourself, dear goddess. You deserve it, all right? So take some time, put on some meditative music. I have some amazing ones. Maybe I will drop a couple links down below of some of my favorites, especially there's like 2 of them lately. Actually, there's like 2 or 3 that I really, really am liking lately. One that I've been loving for months and months and months. It's like one of my favorite ones. But I will drop those links down for you to share, and you can put them on and close your eyes, lie back, close your eyes, and allow your imagination to take you for a ride. Allow yourself to go. Don't get afraid. Don't allow those fears and those doubts to interfere, because guess what? You are completely free in your imagination. There are no limits, period, except for the limits that you yourself create. All right? So free yourself and trust that it is perfectly safe for you. Trust that everything is working out for you. Trust that the universe has your back, dear goddess, because it does. I mean, even when we have those days, those moments when we feel so abandoned by the universe, and I don't know about y'all, but there's been a little bit of that this last year, right? Feeling like, what the fuck is going on? Like literally earlier, I was listening to some comedy stuff, and I think Cat Williams is his name. He was the pimp from, of course it, right? The pimp from Friday After Next, I believe is the one. Yeah, I believe that's the one. Oh, there you go again. Oh man, that's funny stuff. Anyway, I digress. So trust the universe does have your back. Just shift your focus to see that it does. That's the key. Because we only see that which we allow ourselves to see. So if you are telling the story that you don't trust, that you do not feel like the universe has your back, then you ain't looking for ways that it does. Believe me, sister, I say this because I know from personal experience. I assure you, I have done it way too much myself. All right, that victim mentality. We've got to let that shit go. That is giving our power away. It's giving our power away to those who may have traumatized, used, and abused us in whatever way they did throughout our lives. And in turn, what we continue to do to ourselves. Only we can allow for shit to change in our lives by allowing for shit to change in us. So it's time to let go. Goddess, it's time to let go and trust. And then, and only then, will you be able to see that you can and are thriving in your experience. Because I assure you, if you're able to watch this YouTube video, then you're doing pretty fucking good for yourself, right? You have access then to social media and knowledge and guidance and support. I mean, it's never ending what's on YouTube, right? So empower yourself to see the truth of your reality, all right? That yes, you can trust. That you can trust, surrender, and say yes, okay? Trust, that is my mantra. That was my mantra that got me to India to meet my twin flame, especially when, I just noticed this is crooked, especially when I had never been to the other side of the world. I had so many fears to push through. Oh my gosh, so many fears and doubts and craziness to push through, right? So let's start with the first card that dropped, the Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits indeed. As you continue to come back into alignment with yourself and you really reconnect with you and you really begin to truly trust and look for all the ways that life is working out for you, even amidst this chaos, then you are aligning yourself more and more and more with that soul tribe, with things falling into place more and more and more in your experience. So as you visualize what you desire and you allow yourself to honor that inner child and let yourself be free, you're going to be more tapped into you. You're going to be more able to receive those intuitive hits, more able to know, ooh, that's the path to take. More able to know, yes, he is my twin flame. But you've got to allow yourself, dear goddess. That is the key. You've got to allow yourself to see within thee. You, dear goddess, you are the key that unlocks everything in your life. True change begins when we choose to truly change. And that means to change ourselves. To really tune in to who and what we truly are, and then to allow that full expression of that truth out into this world. Truth is light. True, authentic truth of you is light. You illuminate this world with your light, and you empower others to do the same with their light. They shed that fear just like you. Because you're thriving, they rise up and thrive too. But if you just survive, then they'll just survive too. We can only lead by example. And we listen to our heart, our souls, to lead us exactly where we are intuitively led to go. As I said, you are here to shine your light fully and authentically you. Share your voice, goddess. I feel you. I know that space of going, oh my gosh, I can't even believe that I am making videos, that I am putting myself out there like this. Holy moly, I didn't think this through and this is scary. Believe me, I feel you. Telling my story, telling what's happened, worrying, especially when I tell the story, tell about my mother and such, my mind's like, oh my gosh, you're such a bad daughter and da da da. It's that making me the bad guy without just saying that, well, this is the way it happened. And it's important to my story because it had such a detrimental effect on me. It really, truly was a major guiding factor in a lot of the choices that I made to reach a point where I loathed myself so much that I actually believed that I deserved all the horrible things happening to me. You ever felt like that, goddess? So imagine your story being someone else's survival guide. Because if you're drawn to me by way of the realization that, holy shit, she's been through some shit. And if she can, she's got it figured out. I know I can figure it out. She's going to help me. And wow, if she can, I know I can. And that's what I want you to feel, goddess, because yes, if I can, you can too. I mean, I have been even misdiagnosed bipolar and pumped full of drugs, turned into a zombie. Now I'm essential oils. I live way healthier because way back then I used to eat so much processed foods, so much junk. I do still have my sweet tooth and I do home baked goods these days. However, it's not like what it used to be. I used to eat nothing but literal crap. And so all of those things detrimentally affected me. Goddess, you've got to take care of you. What you put in is truly what you get out. And if you're not putting good in you, then how can you get truly good out? If you're not really fueling your light, then how can you expect to shine bright? Which is why you're here, which is why you're going to feel this separation within yourself, is because you're out of alignment with your truth. So allow yourself to shift your perspective and see what an adventure this really truly is. Allow yourself to imagine the adventure you would like this to be from a child's perspective. Really let yourself have fun. If that means to order you some, and I'm going to drop their link, indianweddingsari.com. Check them out. You want to order, you're going to be seeing a lot of the beautiful outfits that I've gotten from them, the saris and the salwar kameez. And there's more that I want, okay? But do something for yourself that feels good, goddess. All right? Recognize that you coming back to yourself and learning to love yourself is also healing those past lives. It's you reconnecting with your truth, trusting in who you are and your inner knowing of that which you are, trusting that intuition, allowing yourself to be guided, really tuning into your heart and allowing yourself to express yourself fully, authentically, and completely you. Because there's nobody else that can be you, goddess. And so it is time that you shift from surviving into thriving. And especially as a twin flame traveler, you have got to be in that thriving mode. You've got to be in that thriving space. You have to be strong and solid and anchored. And that way, when your twin returns, because believe me, it's challenging. And I have self-love empowerment experience as a coach, and I was already on all of it, but it's been a challenge already having such a foundation in place. So I can only imagine for those of you who don't quite have self-love and self-care practices and mindset practices and, shadow work practices and whatever is necessary for you to be truly healing your twin flame self. That's why it's Healing Twin Flames. That's why that came to me just almost a year ago. Because we are healing twin flames. That's what we're all here for, is to heal our past lives, to heal this life, to heal on behalf of the collective, and to inspire the collective to heal. And we can only inspire by leading by example. So be your true self. Be high vibe. Be the thriver that you truly have come to be and are. All right, dear Goddess, to book your own personal intuitive clarity coaching session, which we do some coaching to start. We look at your challenges, whatever challenge that you have, whether it's twin flame, looking for your power in that. You have an ex relation, a karmic relationship. You have a business, situation, whatever that may be, whatever clarity you are seeking for whatever challenge you are being presented with. And a challenge is simply an opportunity for growth. So whatever challenge you are being presented with, wherein you are finding it, challenging to look for and find your power in it. That's what I love to do. So we do some coaching to start, and then we support that up with cards, and it's so awesome and exciting that every single time the cards affirm the coaching in such a beautiful way. I have literally had cards being flipped over that were the exact words, the exact advice that I gave during the coaching itself. So that said, dear Goddess, you can book your own private coaching session at empowermentexperiences.com/ICS. Again, that is empowermentexperiences.com/ICS for intuitive clarity sessions. And I am so grateful for you, dear Goddess. I am so grateful to be sharing in this journey. And thank you for inviting me into your journey and for joining me on mine. That said, I look forward to chatting with you soon. You can certainly reach out to me anytime. You can email me empowermentexperiences@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram at Healing Twin Flames. I am going to be creating a new Facebook page that will be at Healing Twin Flames, as long as I can still get that one. And that said, dear Goddess, I will see you in the next video. Go create amazing, because the power is in your hands, because it has always been inside you. Namaste.